Hi, this is Molly. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Purpose, where we talk about just that. Why are we on this earth? Why are we here? Is it just to get through every day with as little conflict as possible? What's our purpose? Well, I think we have two reasons for being here. Number one, to love God. Number two, to love each other. That's our purpose for being here. And it's the hardest thing in the world to do. At least it is for me. It's so hard. How do you love God when you can't even see him? When he's not here to talk to? That's hard to do. How do you get to know him better when you don't get to talk to him? At least not the way we talk to each other. And how do we love other people when they just make us mad? Well, God knew it was going to be tough. So he left us directions. He left us the Bible. And that's what we're doing. We're going through the Bible and trying to figure out how we can love God and love each other more by learning from the people and the stories of the past. So we left off with Noah and his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So after the flood, Noah became a farmer. And he had a big old vineyard with lots of grapes in it. And apparently, Noah liked to make wine. Nothing wrong with that. One day, Noah drank a little too much of that wine. So much that he got sloppy drunk, passed out cold in his tent, stark naked. Well, his youngest son, Ham, happened to be walking past the tent, looked in, saw Noah laying there without a stitch of clothes on, and he just thought that was the funniest thing, laughed and laughed and laughed. And he went and got his two older brothers, Shem and Japheth, and he wanted to bring them over to make fun of Noah, to disrespect Noah. Noah was vulnerable. He was laying there completely vulnerable. And Ham wanted to make fun of him and laugh at him and to get other people to do it. He wanted to build himself up by knocking Noah down. Well, Shem and Japheth were having none of that. They actually took like a coat or something, a garment it says, and they put it over their shoulders and they walked backwards to Noah and just kind of tossed it onto him to cover him up, to respect him. Oh, Shem and Japheth, yay. They weren't going to go down the path with Ham. They weren't going to make fun of somebody else just to make themselves feel better. Well, guess what? Noah woke up and he was not happy with Ham at all. In fact, Noah's going to speak for the very first time. After all these stories about him, it's the first time he's going to talk. And what's he going to do? He's going to curse Canaan. Who's Canaan? Where did Canaan come from? Canaan is Ham's son, Noah's grandson. He's cursing his grandson. And he blesses Shem and Japheth. Oh man, there is so much in this story, so many layers. I could talk about this for days. So I actually made a video on this already. Nice little 10, 11-minute video, and I decided not enough time. This needs to be like 2 or 3 videos, so hopefully you don't mind. We're gonna spend a little time digging into this story. So let's start with the fact that Noah got drunk, shall we? There's nothing wrong with drinking wine. There's nothing wrong with grapes, but he did it to excess. He didn't have respect for himself or for God to just, pace himself. He took it over that line into selfish land, into excess, where he just went a little bit too far. And when we do that, when we just go a little bit too far with anything, it's like we're saying, we don't trust you, God, so we're going to do this. We're going to have a plan B. And we all have things that we do this. So with Noah, it was, I don't trust you enough that you're going to make me happy, God, so I'm going to drink too much alcohol. And that's what's going to make me happy today. He took it too far. It could be food. It could be clothes that you buy or just shopping. It could be too much exercise. You know, a good thing could become bad. Anything in your life that you know deep inside you'd have a lot of trouble getting rid of, that's your excess. It could be called an idol. That's the thing that you're holding on to because, what if this God thing doesn't come through and he doesn't really make me happy? I'll tell you what mine is. It's food. I love food. When I'm upset, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm mad, I eat. When I'm bored, I eat. When I'm happy, I eat. And I can take food to an excess. I don't even have to be hungry. And every time I do that, I'm saying, God, I'm upset here, or I'm sad here, or whatever, and I don't trust you to take care of me. I don't trust that you're going to make me happy, because he might not. God's not Santa Claus. I might still be upset. So I'm going to eat instead. And we put that ahead of God. And we can't do that. We can't take things to an excess. So that's number one. Number two was Ham looking at his dad and making fun of him, laughing at him, not respecting him, trying to knock him down so he could build himself up. And we just can't do that to people, you know? We need to be kind to people. We need to respect people, even those people that we don't agree with. Even those people who just get on our last nerve. And it seems like today, for whatever reason, we're all putting each other in little boxes. Either you're in this box or you're in this box, but you can't be in both. And if you're in this box, well, we're not going to like you. And if you're in this box, well, we're not going to like you. And it's like we have to disagree with each other just because you're in a different box. And that's just so crazy. It's crazy. We don't have to agree with everybody. We don't have to even like everybody. But we do need to respect people. We do need to care about them because they're human beings. They have the Spirit of God in their soul. And when we make fun of them, we're hurting God. So, here's what I do. Take it for what it's worth. Maybe it'll help you. When I'm reading the news and people are really ticking me off, I stop and I pray for them. And I ask God to fill their heart with His love and His peace and His wisdom. Then I ask Him to fill my heart with His love and peace and wisdom, because I can get a little judgy. And when people in another group that I don't agree with are just really ticking me off, instead of bashing them, instead of talking bad about them, which I do, I try to stop myself and say a prayer for them. Pray for each other. Can you imagine what this world would be like if we all prayed for each other? If we prayed for the people who we don't like or who we don't agree with, instead of bashing them and making fun of them and making assumptions about them that we don't even know? What if we pray for them? There's a thought. Well, I don't know. And I'm sorry if I'm getting preachy in this video. Ham and his brothers and Noah, they just got me all riled up. Well, maybe not Shem and Japheth, but that Ham, he got me all riled up. Next time we get together, we're going to talk about Noah in this whole thing and what I think he did wrong. So think about that as you're going throughout your day today. Think about, I don't know, a group of people that you don't agree with and maybe you don't like. Say a prayer for them. Just pray for them. And when you feel like bashing somebody or talking bad about somebody, pray for them. And when you feel like taking something to an excess, ask God for help. Doesn't always work for me, but sometimes it does. And maybe it'll work for you too. Well, I hope you have the best day today, everyone. Bye-bye.